Howdy friends, music lovers, vinyl community. Welcome to my vinyl inbox for the month of November 2015. Hope everyone had a great month. Hope everyone in the US had a great Thanksgiving. I know I did. November also celebrates my 6-year anniversary of my first video here in the vinyl community. So been making videos for 6 years now, so that's pretty cool. Look forward to another 6 years of making videos. I sure have enough vinyl to talk about, and I'm just loving this journey and learning about music and exploring music and listening to stuff that I missed or stuff that was released before I was born. Just really having a fun time with this hobby, and you know, I've always been into vinyl since I was pretty young, but definitely the vinyl community has really sparked my passion in the past 6 years, the past seven or 8 years. I started watching pretty early, back when, you know, there were very few people making vinyl videos and there was no such thing as the vinyl community. There were people like Sean was making some videos. You got Aldi was making some videos. That was pretty much it. I mean, this was before even Mr. Hall of Fame or Derek or Dan in Canada or any of those people started making videos. So, you know, I remember the early days when I was searching for people showing vinyl on YouTube, and there weren't very many people, but I'm glad it's a thing now. I'm glad I'm a part of it now, and I'm glad to share what I find and what I've enjoyed and what I'm listening to and all that with you. So if you're out there and you're watching and you're not making videos, make some videos. Share what you're finding. Share what you're listening to. It's just a fun way to explore music and talk about it. And I'm really happy to be doing this. And thank you for watching. Thank you for all the subscribers, and thank you for all the comments. And like I said, look forward to another 6 years. So let's go ahead and get into this show. First album I have for this month is actually the last thing that arrived this month. It was an album that Roger Coleman recently showed and talked about. Was instantly intrigued by the album art and the vinyl itself. Went and sampled the music and found I loved the music as well. So I went ahead and ordered this before Roger's video was even over. And that is the new album from Zombie. This is titled Shapeshift. Released on 2015 on Relapse Records. Really very stripped down, but very, very interesting album artwork. I really like the artwork on this. The vinyl itself is extremely colorful, as you can see there. Lots of really interesting colors, and purple and blue and red, and just really cool colors in the splatter vinyl. 2 LP set. Zombie are kind of a cross between an electronic band and a progressive rock kind of band. There is definitely some you know, live instrumentation, guitars, drums, kind of things mixed with electronics. As I said, it has a very progressive sound. It's a very different sound. It's like it's prog electronica, I guess you could say. It's pretty cool, and I'm glad Roger turned me on to this, and I'm glad I was able to pick up a copy of this. Was still available on this pressing. They have a couple different pressings, different colors, but I really like the splatter color. Second LP on that one. So that was Zombie, Z-O-M-B-I. The next thing I have to share, I said I was going to get this, and I actually did go ahead and order this, and that is the soundtrack to Interstellar by Hans Zimmer, of course. Just absolutely love this soundtrack. This has definitely moved into probably my top 5 soundtracks of all time. Really cool. Love the movie, love the music. Just love the organ work on this and the way they incorporated it. It has a really big, giant, epic kind of feel to it, and I just love that about the pipe organ in general. So really cool to pick this up on vinyl. Kind of pricey on vinyl. I don't understand why this is like $30 soundtrack, and it just kind of pricey. It shouldn't be $30, especially online. Just come with a nice booklet, liner notes, and everything on that. And that one's just on black vinyl. But as I said, it's a movie I really loved, a soundtrack I really loved. I'm glad to have that in the collection. I had to have that in the collection. Next up, just a couple pickups. Where did I get these? I got these at Goodwill. I got a stack of a bunch of 45s. There was just a box of 45s that showed up at Goodwill, and some interesting 80s kind of stuff, and stuff I'm really interested in. So I bought a bunch of 45s, and I added on a few LPs with that as well. So these are still 10 for $2. They're 20 cents a piece, basically. So first thing I got here is another copy of Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young So Far. Their sort of greatest hits at the time. Troubles going on with the band at the time, and the album, or the record company, wanted to release something, so they put this out. So got another copy of that. A copy of Dead or Alive's Youthquake, 1985 on this one. This one has You Spin Me Right Round Like a Record Baby on it. Some ECM jazz here. This is ECM 1097, Pat Metheny, Watercolors, 1977 on this one. I always enjoy a Pat Metheny album, so I thought I would give this one a try. For 20 cents, can't beat it. And we have a Folkways release. This is Songs to Grow On by Woody Guthrie, sung by Jack Elliott, so sort of a children's record of songs. The car song is on here. It's probably the most recognizable one on here. And being a Folkways record, of course, you get a booklet with liner notes and lyrics to sing along with the music and all that. So that's really nice, and just some great folk music, and definitely a nice pickup for 20 cents. And last of the 20-cent pickups, we have Julian Lennon with Mr. Jordan. This was from 1989. Alright, next up, I placed an order with Red Scroll Records. Tony, Mr. Fartboy, and Mike Bostonian Reggie. I know they frequent this shop, and it's a pretty cool shop, and I placed an order with them online on Discogs. They had some stuff I wanted, so went ahead and ordered a few things. First thing I got here is a 7-inch from Low. This is their cover of Stay by Rihanna, which they did a really cool cover of the song. It's a Rihanna song I really love, and it's really cool to hear their cover of this. This is something that's been on my wish list for a while. And then Shearwater doing Novocaine on it by Frank Ocean. So kind of like some post-rock kind of bands doing modern R&B songs, their takes on them, their covers of them. So that was pretty nice. Glad to have that in the collection, and that was a cool 7-inch, and something I've been wanting for a while. Talked recently in a Vinyl Survivor episode about how much I love Perfume Genius. And they had another one of his albums here. This is Put Your Back Into It from 2012. So pick that up. Another inspiration from the vinyl community. Dave recently showed some records from National Geographic, which I had never seen before. Thought it was really interesting that National Geographic put out records, and it makes sense that they would want to incorporate sounds into what kind of documentary work they were doing. So that I added them all to my wish list, and this one happened to be available at Red Scroll Records, so I added this to the cart as well for a few bucks. And this is Songs of the Sea from National Geographic Records, number 705. They didn't really do too many records, maybe 10 titles. There was very few that they actually did. But these are just some sea shanties, and being National Geographic, they include some really nice photography and lots of notes and pictures and stuff about the music and really, really well done, and the quality you expect from National Geographic is here. So just want to start collecting these as well and enjoying them. And another thing they had, been talking a lot recently about Nils Fromm, want to collect all of his stuff, and so added one more to the collection this month, and that is his album Felt from 2011. This is the album he did where he was working on some music at home, didn't want to disturb his neighbors, so he started putting felt and stuff inside the piano to try to quiet it down. And he found he got these really interesting sounds from the piano when he did that. So he started working with microphone placement, with placing the microphones right up next to the strings and putting this felt in between the strings and the board and everything, and really getting some unique sounds from a piano and really experimental kind of stuff. The kind of stuff that I really love about Nils Fromm is how he's willing to explore sounds and textures, and this has a really unique sound to it and really cool, and really enjoyed listening to this. That's one more for the Nils Fromm collection. Slowly gonna work my way up to having those. And the last three albums here I have to talk about are from the Greater Gainesville garage sale. Each year they have a garage sale at the airport where everybody comes and sets up in a field near the airport, and just sort of like what would be like a car boot sale in the UK. Really fun, really nice event, and it goes to there's some fees that are charged to the people who want to display items, and that all goes to charity. So it's just a cool event. Had some fun going out there. So I actually picked up a Crosley Revolution turntable, one of these portable turntables while I was there. The guy had it for $25, still in the box, never been out of the box. So I thought, what the heck, I've kind of been looking at these for a while, just something to take with me to record shows or whatnot, and be able to sample some records and test them out and check them out. So grabbed that, but wasn't going to pay the full asking price, so I said, hey, throw in, he was selling records as well, so I said, throw in a few records with it and I'll buy it, and he agreed to that. So these next three records came with the turntable for $25. First one we got here is Herbie Mann with Surprises featuring Cissy Houston, 1976. Been enjoying some Herbie Mann records recently. Recently listened to London Underground, like that one quite a bit, so I thought I would give this one a shot. Next thing I got here is Rat with Invasion of Your Privacy, 1985 on that one. Some hair metal. Don't have much hair metal in my collection, but thought why not give it a try. It'll be a fun listen. And last but not least, we have Randy California with Captain Copter and the Fabulous Twirlybirds. Randy California from the band Spirit. So those are my pickups for the month of November. Hope everyone had a great month. As I said, enjoy the holiday season, and we'll see you again next month. Thanks for watching. Cheers.